Doing this. You're live, it says. Okay, I'm live on my YouTube channel and I'm live on my Periscope. Okay, we're doing to do Trump's true tweets. I'm going to start out by doing Trump's tweets, which is really not that beneficial for those of you on Periscope, because if you're on Periscope, you probably are on Twitter and you know how to do this. There's older people or people that just don't want to get into the social media and don't want to get a Twitter account that may not be getting this news. So I think it's a good idea. Okay, I'm going with the this is Live with Lisa accountability show, the news, unreported news, and I thought in honor of it I would wear my Trump. I don't know if you can see this Trump Bedminster. That's where he spent the weekend. I've been going there since 2005 with my kids to visit my dad up there in New Jersey, and I just love the club. It's very nice. Donald's got a nice little cottage there, and Ivanka does. It's just lovely. Anyway, all right. So here we are. What has our president been saying since the last time I did this on June 26th? Congratulations to Maxine Waters, whose crazy rants have made her together with Nancy Pelosi, the unhinged face of the Democrat Party. Together, they will make America weak again. But have no fear. America is now stronger than ever before, and I'm not going anywhere. Exclamation point. They got to be smoking something really bad if they think that it's going to be going anyplace. In any case, then we go to the next one. I'm starting with June 27th. House Republicans should pass, this is in all caps, House Republicans should pass the strong but fair immigration bill known as the Goldblatt 2 in their afternoon vote today. Even though the Dems won't let it pass in the Senate, passage will show that we want strong borders and security while the Dems want open borders equals crime. Then that means we Republicans win. Okay. Supreme Court rules in favor of non union workers who are now, as an example, able to support a candidate of his or her choice without having those who control the union deciding for them. Big loss for the coffers of the Democrats! Exclamation point. This guy just calls it like he sees it. It's just so wonderful. Okay, then Harley Davidson should stay 100% in America with people that got your success. With the people that got your success. I I've done so much for you, and then this other companies are coming back where they belong. We won't forget. Neither will your customers or your now very happy competitors, because they're going to lose money, and they're leaving Kansas City, which is where I am, so I don't really appreciate that. Anyway, today I was thrilled to be joined to join student leaders from colleges and universities across the country. And these are a little video, which I'm not going to show because I'm not going to do any videos. I'm just going to tell you what he says. Statement on Justice Anthony Kennedy. Well, maybe I'll let you listen. This is just 56 seconds long, so let's have you listen to this.
I also have great respect for Justice Anthony. You know, when Justice Kennedy will be retiring, and he is a man that I've known for a long time and a man that I've respected for a long time. He's been a great justice of the Supreme Court. He is a man who is displaying great vision. He's displayed tremendous vision and tremendous heart.
Okay, so that's him doing that. I don't want this to be too long, so I'm just going to give you a little flavor of the president, the POTUS, President of the United States of America. I love how he took the whole word POTUS, like he's the only POTUS that matters. Whereas the other ones like Bush and Obama had like something POTUS Obama or something. I don't know. Anyway, the next one we're still on the 27th, heading to North Dakota to fully stand with and endorse Kevin Cramer for Senate. He is an extraordinary congressman who will hopefully soon represent the great state, this great state, as your senator. He is tough on crime, strong on borders, loves our military and our vets. And then hashtag North Dakota Senate. So he wants everybody in North Dakota to vote for Kevin Cramer. So if you're watching from North Dakota, FYI. Then today it is my great honor to welcome President Marcelo Rebelo de Sousa of Portugal. I don't know, I probably butchered that name, but anyway, to the White House. And then he does these really nice little videos. So, about, it puts music to it and it's just top quality. Just landed in North Dakota with Senator John Hoeven and Rep. Kevin Cramer. We will see everyone at Shields Arena shortly. And this arena is just hugely packed. It's just massive. Thank you, North Dakota. Together we are making America safe and great again. Hashtag MAGA, MAGA, Make America Great Again. Those of you who don't do the Twitter understand that when it says hashtag, it's like if you want to search for people that are talking about MAGA and Make America Great Again, then that's what helps you find it. Then on the next one, we're still on the 27th. In recent days, we have heard shameless attacks on our courageous law enforcement officers. Extremist Democrat politicians have called for the complete elimination of ICE. Left-wing activists are trying to block ICE officers from doing their job and publicly posting their home addresses, putting their selfless public servants in harm's way. These radical protesters want anarchy, but the only response they will find from our government is law and order, in all caps, law and order, exclamation point. Then Lover FBI agent Peter Strzok was given poor marks on yesterday's closed-door testimony and, according to most reports, refused to answer many questions. There was no collusion, and the witch hunt headed for 13 angry Democrats and others who are totally conflicted is rigged. Next one. Russia continues to say that they had nothing to do with the meddling in our election. Where is the DNC server? And why didn't shady James Comey and now disgraced FBI agents take and closely examine it? Why isn't Hillary/Russia being looked at? So many questions, so much corruption. He just calls it like it is. It's just great. I just love it all. I just love it. Love it. Even if you didn't like him initially, you got to admit he's the most entertaining and provocative president we've ever had. He's just doing a great job. Anyway, back on. Now we are on to the 28th, which was last Thursday. Amy Kramer is July 1st right now. Amy Kramer, Women for Trump, was so great at Fox, on Fox and Friends. Brave and very smart. Thank you, Amy. Amy Kramer. Next one. Just watch Shark Greg Norman on Fox and Friends said, President is doing a great job all over the world. People want to come back to the U.S. Thank you, Greg. And you're looking and doing great. So let's see. Peter Strzok worked as the leader of the rigged witch hunt for a long period of time. He got it started and was only fired because the gig was up. But remember, he took his orders from Comey and McCabe, and they took their orders from you-know-who, Mueller, Comey, best friends. It's just ridiculous that here's my little theory. I just a little offside. He did meet with Mueller before he started this witch hunt investigation of the special prosecutors. And I think Donald Trump told Mueller that there's a new sheriff in town and we're not doing things the corrupt way anymore. So you just get your bad self out of here. And he's like, I think not. We control you. We control the presidents. The presidents don't control the CIA, FBI, and DOJ. We control them. He's learning the hard way. He's letting himself just simmer in his own juices. Just corrupt. So hopefully they're just getting tons and tons of evidence to prosecute and indict Bob Mueller, because he's about as stinky bad as you could get. So anyway, so onward. When is Bob Mueller going to list his conflicts of interest? Why has it taken so long? Will they be listed at the top of his $22 million report? And what about the 13 angry Democrats? Will they list their conflicts with Crooked H? How many people will be sent to jail and prosecuted on old and or totally unrelated charges. There was no collusion. There was no obstruction of the collusion. And what is going on in the FBI and DOJ with Crooked Hillary, the DNC, and all the lies? A disgraceful situation. So then we go on. I'm in Milwaukee, Wisconsin for meetings, soon to leave for big groundbreaking for Foxconn, which is building a great new electronics plant in Wisconsin. 15,000 jobs. So great. And then next one. Today we broke ground in these, we've got these gold shovels and they, with some other dignitaries, and they're breaking ground on this thing. Today we broke ground on a plant that will provide jobs for 1,500 Wisconsin workers. As Foxconn has discovered, there is no better place to build, hire, and grow than right here in the United States of America. Okay, so then America is open for business. And then he's got a nice little video. Let's see, what is he doing in this video? I don't know. He's doing, I don't know. Anyway, not going to worry about it. Next one, we're still on the 28th, Thursday. Prior to departing to Wisconsin, I was briefed on the shooting at Capital Gazette in Annapolis, Maryland. My thoughts and prayers are with the victims and their families. Thank you to all of the first responders who are currently on the scene. That was tragic. At IceGov, that's their Twitter account, for those of you who are not Twitter friendly. He's wanting to talk directly, and this is from, he's retweeting. He's saying he really likes what this other person said. His name is Dan Scavino Jr., who he's been friends with for years and tried to put him on the thing, but he opened his mouth and the rabid dogs, the mainstream media, just crucified him. So he's now working outside the West Wing to do his best to help promote making America great again with Donald J. Trump. Okay, New York operations lead to arrests of 36 darknet vendors selling illicit goods, weapons, drugs, seized, and more than $23.6 million. We love it. They got there's a bunch of child traffickers involved in this. This has been going on under the surface that the news media will not tell you about. So we tell you about it here. The unreported news here. Okay, Ivanka Trump. This is now Fox Business. He's retweeting again. He likes what Fox Business said. And he starts out with his daughter's Twitter account. I think one of the tremendous opportunities that we're seeing, this is what Ivanka said. I'll just let you listen.
Has been stagnant for a decade before this, and that's starting to change. And it's finally started to move. When does that become an issue in terms of an inflation or an economy that's getting too hot?
Well, I think one of the tremendous opportunities that we're seeing because the economy is so strong is that people who have been out of the workforce are coming back off the sidelines. And this is something we're working incredibly hard to incentivize because there is a large population of prime age working or prime age men and women who are out of the workforce and who are now slowly starting to return. And we're seeing that 2 million people have come off food stamps and have come back into the economy. So we're starting to see people who have been on the sidelines re-enter the economy, and we think that's incredibly positive, and we're very excited about that.
Okay, so that is what he retweeted. Okay, very proud of his daughter. She was so articulate, so lovely. Donald Trump, this is now we're moving on to the 29th. That was on the 29th too, which is Friday. The new plant being built by Foxconn in Wisconsin is incredible. Congratulations to the people of Wisconsin and to Governor Scott Walker at Go Scott Walker, which so he's just did a shout out to his Twitter account and his talented representatives for having pulled it off. Great job. Then we go to, he's retweeting his daughter's actual tweet. This is from Ivanka Trump. This is something she said on Twitter. Thank you, Senator Alexander, for your leadership on career plus technology education. 11 plus million students and workers across our nation benefit from Perkins CTE. thank you and all the members of Congress who have fought so hard to modernize and reauthorize it. And this is Senator Lamar Alexander, and so anyway, that was very nice. Ivanka, I'm not going to keep her doing this. He did another one, honor your talented, passionate colleagues. State Department to honor the heroes and the front line in the fight against, this is very important, against human trafficking, and release the 2018 TIP report, End Trafficking. That's when hashtag End Trafficking. Secretary, and then she is basically commenting on Secretary the Secretary of State Mike Pompeo tweet, which said, "Thank you, Ivanka, for your advocacy on behalf of the victims of human trafficking. Your engagement on this issue illustrates the priority POTUS and Trump administration place on fighting this horrific crime in trafficking." That is what it really is all about. That started to come out in the election. If you were only listening to mainstream media, there's all sorts of horrific, horrible human trafficking, many of it with children, and much of it to do with Satan worship by people of great power in the government and in business and in churches. And I mean, it's just evil. In private and secret societies, it's just not good. It's we had no idea. We're all just la 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 going along with life, not thinking that this is even possible, and it's horrific. So, it sounds like I'm crazy. I'm talking about this sort of stuff, and it's not that big of a deal. But you go and check it out yourself. Don't listen to me. Go check it out yourself. It's too nasty for me to discuss. Anyway, before going any further today, I want to address. This is Donald Trump. The horrific shooting that took place yesterday at the Capital Gazette newsroom in Annapolis, Maryland. This attack shocked the conscience of our nation and filled our hearts with grief. He has a little video there too, but I'm not going to do it. Okay. 6 months after our tax cuts, more than 6 million workers have received bonuses, pay raises, and retirement accounts contributions. Isn't that great? What's not to like about this guy? Now, he's retweeting Dan Scavino, who's talking about Mike Huckabee. Trump could nominate, and this is Mike Huckabee said this, Trump could nominate Moses for Supreme Court and the Democrats would fight it. So it really doesn't matter who he puts up there because they're going to all fight it because they're a bunch of nut jobs. Anyway, okay, so next, Donald Trump. The Democrats are making a strong push to abolish ICE, one of the smartest, toughest, and most spirited law enforcement group of men and women that I've ever seen. I've watched ICE liberate towns from the grasp of MS-13 and clean out the toughest of situations. They are great. And that they are. So now we're on the 30th. To the great and brave men and women of ICE, do not worry or lose your spirit. You are doing a fantastic job of keeping us safe by eradicating the worst criminal element. So brave. The radical left Dems want you out. Next, it will be all police. Zero chance. It will never happen. So don't you worry your handsome and pretty little heads about it. Okay. So next we move on to just spoke with King Salman of Saudi Arabia and explained to him that because of the turmoil and dysfunction in Iran and Venezuela, I'm asking that Saudi Arabia increase oil production, maybe up to 2 million barrels, to make up the difference. Prices are just too high. He agreed. First of all, if any other president would have done this, I don't think he'd be telling you. It's like we all just get to go sit in the Trump Tower in front of his desk and he gets to tell us what exactly, no holes barred, no candy coated, exactly what he thinks. it's entertaining as all get out. Okay, I will be making my choice for Justice of the United States Supreme Court on the first Monday after the 4th of July holiday. That's July 9th. A friend of mine, a man who has truly seen politics and life as few others ever will, Sean Spicer, has written a great new book, The Briefing: Politics, the Press, and the President. It is a story told with both heart and knowledge. Really good. Go get it. He's plugging books. Okay. Um, I never pushed the Republicans in the House to vote for the immigration bill, either Goodlatte 1 or 2, because it could never have gotten enough Democrats as long as there is this 60 vote threshold. I released many prior to the vote, knowing we need more Republicans to win in November. I kind of think he's kind of using this because what's his name? I can't even say his name. Speaker, Majority Leader, or whatever his name is, McConnell. Anyway, if McConnell won't see the light and change the rule back to the way it was when the founding fathers made it, where you didn't have to get 60 votes in order to pass anything, then people in, I guess it's Kentucky, what the heck were you thinking? Did you vote for them, or did they just rig the elect? I bet they just rigged the machines. I've done a lot. It's expensive. They rig all the machines, but hopefully they got that thing figured out for this next election. But I think this is kind of a catalyst to encourage people to take this midterm seriously and get out and vote out all Democrats. If they have a D next to their name, they are bad. Do not vote for a D. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200. Do not pass them. So anyway, okay. So but if he changed the rule, then there wouldn't be as much pressure, and people wouldn't show up for the election. So maybe there's a method to their madness. Anyway, so maybe I should be a little kinder to Mr. McConnell. Okay, either we need to elect more Republicans in November, or Republicans must end the ridiculous 60 vote, which is what I just said, or filibuster rule. Or better yet, do both. Crying Chuck, that's Chucky Schumer, would from New York, would do it on day one. Yeah, if he was the majority leader, he'd do it on day one. But we'll never give him the chance. Some great legislation awaits, so be smart. Come on. He can't make America great again by himself. He needs the legislative branch. I will be interviewed by Maria Bartiromo on Sunday at Fox News at 10 a.m. Enjoy. I didn't get to see that. I should have checked that out. You can go find that on YouTube. Just go to YouTube and put in Donald Trump on. And then there's a filter where you can put in like last week or something like that. So you can just get the most recent ones. When people come into our country illegally, we must immediately, in all capital, escort them back out without going through years of legal maneuvering. Our laws are the dumbest anywhere in the world. They are. Republicans want strong borders and no crime. Dems want open borders and are weak on crime. I will be interviewed on Maria. He just points that out again. The liberal left, also known as the Democrats, want to get rid of ICE, who do a fantastic job, and want open borders. Crime would be rampant and uncontrollable. Make America great again. Okay, a big week, especially with our numerous victories in the Supreme Court. Heading back to the White House now. This is a few hours ago. This is on the 1st of July, Sunday, the 1st of July. Focus will be on the selection of new Supreme Court justice. Exciting times for our country. Economy may be stronger than it has ever been. That just got me making those Democrats crybabies just oh gosh, just got their knickers in a bunch on all that. Okay, then let's see. He retweeted he retweeted that and this is from Larry Elder. Beware, Trump derangement syndrome (TDS) can be career ending. And then he cites a story where a newspaper reporter had to resign for wrongly claiming that the guy who shot up the Capitol Gazette was wearing a "Make America Great Again" hat. Yeah, right. I'm telling you, the news media is gone apoplectic. They cannot figure out what to do because in the past, before Donald Trump, they would all get somebody at some big Svengali in the White House, I would imagine, or some power broker, would get word to at like 4 in the morning apparently, and tell all of the people there that they, all the reporters what to report. Okay, now we need you to put an emphasis on this, and we need to make this person, like with Donald Trump, anything they have to always, okay, this is what the news really is. And now we need to figure out a way to report it where Donald Trump looks as bad as humanly possible. And people that follow Donald Trump or like Donald Trump look as awful as possible. And then they spit it out there. And then people just read it. Well, I guess Donald Trump's doing a terrible job. Look at this, honey. Did you see the newspaper? I mean, give me a break. Ah! It's infuriating. Okay, I'm going to refresh it just in case to make sure he hadn't done anything new. Okay, so then the last tweet, and then we're going to go on to the QAnon. And if you don't know what QAnon is, look it up. Okay. Congratulations to Andres Manuel Lopez Obrador on becoming the next president of Mexico. I look very much forward to working with him. There is much to be done that will benefit both the United States and Mexico. Alrighty, now we will go to Zekiel Anon. I want to talk to you about Zekiel Anon. Okay, real quick, if you're not aware of what QAnon is, about right after Halloween, a whole bunch, or right around Halloween, a whole bunch, these things kept on this board where people can just write on this board and kind of be anonymous, I guess, and I'm itchy. And this one called Q, which is there's a Q clearance and things like that, started to have these interesting little drops, and they're like little clues about, so they can't tell us top secret information, but they can say, well, have you ever thought about the fact that this has happened and this has happened and these high profile people have all resigned? And is this common that we get that many CEOs and top people resigning from their government, and that many people deciding not to all of a sudden not run for re-election in the Congress and the Senate? Isn't that odd? Isn't that? I wonder why that is. So anyway, he points out things, and then we have the anonymous people that are also on this 4chan. It was 4chan, and now it's 8chan, and I can't remember if it's 4chan or 8chan or whatever. Anyway, it's one of these Chan things. But there's a website that I just go to that just filters out only the Q comments, and it's qanon.pub. And I think there's another one that's QAnonPosts, plural form.com. So look at that, and you'll see. And then he just drops them periodically. Like I could read you some of these QAnons, little clues, and then he could drop some more, and then we could see more of them. So I'm not going to do too many. I'm just going to do, let's see, where was that one? I'm going to start with, okay, I'm going to do 20. I'll do it. Wait, God, there's so many since I started this on the 20. Oh my gracious. Okay. This is going to be too long, I think. How long is it? It's already been 30 minutes. Okay, guys. I'm going to stop this one on both of these, Periscope and YouTube. And then I'm going to do another one that'll be QAnon, because this isn't too long. I just think this is too long. So if you want to stay tuned, that'd be great. But I'm going to re-up it. Okay, bye.